Did you know every gay was born this month? Did you know? That's my going live thing that I'm going to say this stream. Because it's Pride Month and every gay was born. This is great to this battle music. Great. Perfect. Is my mic even on? It is on. Alright. Well, I'm gonna start posting links and things. Yes. Oodle. Wait. Oh. I'll do Discord first. All this battle music, it's so good. Yes. Post that, and then let's tweet. Tweet. I have so many tabs open that just have nothing in them. Here we go. Oh, I can't type. There we go. Done. Boop. Boop. Sweet. Alright. Alright. Alright, is my fan art thing working right? Is it working right today? It wasn't for a while. I'm just dancing to Klonoa music. So, let me just switch over to me. I still need to change my background to make it look nice and not crispy, crunchy. Little crud. I'm gonna just draw it, and I'm gonna have Moonpie just on the bed in the background. It'll be great. It'll be great. Maybe I can make it a GIF. Maybe Moonpie can just be in the background, moving with her arms and her face. You know. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody who donated toward the Kenosha Theater fund last month. I wrote a check for $220 to go straight toward the Kenosha Theater. I will let you guys know what exactly that goes toward when I know. But the money has been sent, and I am very excited. And now, just for the next couple streams, I just have a little self-indulgent birthday money fund. That's it. That's it. If I get nothing, that is fine with me. I just did it as a little haha fun self-indulgent thing. So that is a thing that's happening right now, because my birthday is in less than a week. When is it? June 8th? I don't know what my birthday is. Yeah, it's in 5 days. 5 days? 6 days? I don't know how to count. Anyway, welcome everyone. I just wanted to put that out there. I wanted to try something this stream where I jump into a friend voice chat in here. I might have to adjust like volume and stuff if anybody actually does jump into the voice chat. But we can see how that like works out if you guys enjoy listening to my friends talk as I draw things. But I'm gonna see if I can do that. What can I stream? Hang on. Aha! Ahaha! There we go. Share my screen. Oh. If I can find my thing I'm drawing. There we go. Go live. Oh, it works. Oh, amazing. So if anybody jumps in, I can introduce the stream to you lovely folk. If anybody decides to jump in. Oh wait, hang on. I need to change this. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how to do anything. Disconnect. Okay, let me try again. Oh. No, share your screen, not turn on camera. That's what... I turned on my camera and my camera was confused because it's being used by VC Face right now. So, that is way better. That is way better. Okay. So that should be working. So if anybody jumps in, you should be able to see that I am drawing. Or I am going to be drawing, yes. I don't even know if there's going to be like a little notification sound. Yes. Anyway, happy Pride, everybody. I'm going to just be trying to finish off my queue. Drawing this little... I love this piece. To be completely honest, this is really cute. I loved this request, I guess you could say. No, I mean, it's a commission. They are paying me to draw this, but I thought it was a really cute idea to have their characters as the lucky star in the lucky star pose. It's not Out of Touch Thursday yet. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I gotta just start every stream with that video. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Okay. Let me bring up references. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how I would like to draw this hair. I think this bang I'm gonna put underneath the sides. Oh, I should have tagged this stream anime. I should have tagged it anime. Oh well. Since it does have an anime theme, it is doing that. I don't draw a lot of anime stuff, but when I do, I'm usually being paid for it. But I do not mind because that is how I grew up. I grew up drawing anime, so it is something that I can do, and I am not opposed to doing it. People be like, Spoony, but you don't like anime. No, I don't watch anime, but I will draw it. I love the art. I love the art. It's great. There have been a few anime that I have perused. I have enjoyed. I was thinking about Soul Eater the other day. Soul Eater is good. I mean, Soul Eater was kind of lacking, I think. It felt very, very like classic shonen anime, which can be really fun. And it was, the aesthetic of it was very strange, but I kind of loved it. And also, obviously, I loved it. There was a character named Death the Kid. That was cool as hell. And he held his guns upside down. What was the deal with that? He had weird hair. I loved him. I loved that guy. But I cosplayed that silly man, that silly boy. And let me tell you, it gets real old, real fast to be told by everybody that you pass by, "You're asymmetrical. You're asymmetrical." Oh, so annoying. Hang on, got a message. Hope you like the click clacks. Hope you like them. Wait. Reference. Okay. My camera has been on the fritz recently. I hope it's doing alright. If it isn't, let me know, chat. It'll like turn off randomly, and then I will just reset, and I will just be completely still. It's very strange. I don't know why it kept doing that, but I fixed it somehow. I just kind of went into my device options, I think, and made sure everything was working, and it works fine now. Completely fine. Dancing. I have one other commission I need to finish on the queue. This is just the only one that I can work on right now because the other one, while it's not like explicit, it is very suggestive, and I think Twitch would not appreciate that art being publicly streamed. It's like a pinup of three dragon girls showing their butts. They're not naked, but I mean, it's still too suggestive for Twitch, probably. I mean, who knows? Now they have hot tub streams as a thing. I'm not saying that hot tub streams are a bad thing. I think that's pretty cool. Hanging out with a beautiful lady in a hot tub. That sounds awesome to me. Let's just hang out in a hot tub. I know a lot of people are complaining because they're like, oh, Twitch isn't even about games anymore. It's like, can we let things evolve? Streaming is like this cool form of entertainment that has evolved from just streaming games to streaming all kinds of things, and I think that's beautiful. I mean, right now, I'm not streaming a game. I'm streaming me as a cat talking to you all as I draw. As I draw this fancy horned lady in a chibi form. I hope I am heard well. I know the Silent Hill songs can tend to be pretty loud, but we shall see. Yes. Okay. Okay, what are these eyes looking like? No real eyelashes, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make the real anime eyes. The real. What is up, Iontis? I'm drawing me real anime. It is anime time. I don't remember. Was this flat color? I'm pretty sure this is a flat color commission. I will check. What is up with you, Iontis? How are things over in Greece? I do. Thick. Very cute. Very cute. Oh, very cute. It's a good sign when you're drawing a picture and you draw something and you're like, oh, that's cute. Love it. Love to see it. No, I never pressed the... Oh. I never pressed the Pomodoro. Got the shark teeth. Very cute. Wah. Wah. Anime time. Michael, Mel, hello. Welcome. I like that emoji. It's very cute. Welcome to every gay person's birthday. It's true. It's my birthday in 5 days. I can't believe every gay person was born this month. Every day. Oh, how am I... Oh. Okay. I don't know if I want the eyes to be visible through... Okay, she's gonna be looking. She's gonna be looking at the camera. There we go. That looks fine. Let me close this. I don't like it being open like that. I don't like it. I'll put an eyelash. Not an eyelash. Eyelid. Getting things confused. Okay. I don't know. I might have to... Oh. I'm gonna erase the eye where it's under the hair because it's bothering me. It's not even that much under the hair. I don't know why it's bothering me. I usually do that, so I don't know why. Well, the hair is gonna be like pitch black anyway. Whatever. Well, there she is. She's cute. I like her. I like her. Very anime, melded together fingers. There we go. Okay. We got octopi. Octopi. They're all in the same position. Oh, it's so cute. Whoa. Man. I remember when Lucky Star was like super popular. I could not get into it, honestly. I thought it was very cute, like the characters, and the theme song was very cute. Super cute. I was more a fan of Azumanga Daioh when it came to like slice of life kind of stuff. Azumanga Daioh was really funny. A few things have not aged well at all. From that show, like Mr. Kimura. If you've watched that show, you know what I'm talking about. So I won't get into it. But other than that, I feel like it's still pretty fun. But I don't know, Mr. Kimura is a hard thing to look past. I really like that, oh, I forget the name of that cat. The weird yellow cat thing. One of my favorite things is there's like a dream episode and Sakaki has a dream where she goes to Chiyo-chan's house and Chiyo-chan's dad is this weird cat thing. And he's like, for dinner, we're having tomatoes. And then Chiyo's like, oh boy, I love tomatoes. And he's just like, your love or hate doesn't matter. Eat your tomato. And that line will stick with me the rest of my life. What a line that was. There's also the scene where he comes in and talks to Osaka. And he's like, hello everyone. And then Osaka's like, oh my god. The Japanese and English dub of that show are two entirely different experiences, though I think you can say that about a lot of anime back from early 2000s. Truly. Oh, garbage. Oh, garbage day. Oh, they are garbaging, and I hear it. And you all probably hear it too. I wish I was a bird. It's another thing he says, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Azumanga Daioh. Really dumb show, I love it. One of my favorite bits is Osaka gets up while they're staying at like a beach house, and she's like half asleep, and she's like, I've always wanted to wake someone up with a frying pan and a spoon. And she's like half asleep, and she goes in to wake up, gosh, what's her name? Oh gosh, what's her name? Oh no. She goes to wake up like her teacher that's staying with them in this beach house, and the teacher starts screaming and is like, what are you doing? And she has a knife when she thought she had a frying pan. And she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god. And she's like, oh, you're awake. Then I failed. And then she just walks away. Really dumb show, I love it. Oh! Oh! Seems like it shall only be me. It shall only be me tonight. Today? Tonight? Tonight for some of you. If you are overseas. Over. I would play Lucky Star Song, but I get DMCA'd for sure. Speaking of DMCA, I just learned about a bunch of Mario fan-made games that got DMCA'd. Some of them I can understand, because the timing was just bad. Like one of them was online Mario 64. Somebody just modded Mario 64 so you could play with your friends online. And that's pretty fun, but Nintendo was also coming out with that collection for Mario 64 like very soon, so they hit this guy with the DMCA. This guy did like 3 different games that all got DMCA'd, and I don't know why they kept doing it. I don't know like what possessed them to keep doing this. If they would put so much work into these games, and then they just, it's like Nintendo's like, nah, goodbye. The first one was like Mario 64 like sequel, which that's pretty cool, but it was too similar to the original that Nintendo was like, nah, this isn't right, and bonked them. The other one was like a Mario 64 Maker. So like Mario Maker, but for Mario 64. And I think this was made before Mario Maker came out. No, I don't think it did. So that's also understandable why Nintendo would DMCA this guy. Don't make a Mario Maker game. Like, you can make fan-made games As long as you're not making crazy amounts of money off of it, I think. Oh! But there was one game on that list that I couldn't believe got DMCA'd, where it was like, it was like a parody of No Man's Sky, but it was Mario instead. It was like, sorry, your princess is on another planet, and it was cute. It was done for like a game jam. And Nintendo didn't like it. They were like, nope, take it down. Because they didn't, I guess they didn't want to be affiliated with No Man's Sky. And there was also a character in it that people were like saying looked like Donald Trump, but it was just a coincidence, the dev said. And Nintendo didn't like that, and they didn't want their reputation to be soiled, so they said take it down. So then they remade the game and called it No DMCA Sky or something, which is pretty funny. Oh, hello, Dreamer Zeal. You're in for a good time. I never actually, like... I played Mario 64 when I was a baby, but I didn't play the whole thing. I played it when I was over at, like, friends' houses, and I wasn't really interested. Sega actually had to issue an announcement that they're fine with fan games for Sonic as long as they're non-profit, because someone had a Patreon for this fan game they were making. The world of fan games is interesting. Yeah. See, I feel like if you're making, like, a small profit, whatever, but if you're making, like, so much a profit that it's, like, competitive, I feel like that's an issue. It's like, you know, honestly, if somebody was, like, making fan stuff of my own stuff, like if they were doing like mixed feelings like merch or something, I'd be okay with it until they're making more money than me, which wouldn't take that long. But if they were making more money than like Mixed Feelings makes, I'd be like, okay, hey buddy, we gotta work something out. We gotta work together, or you gotta give me a cut of the profit. That's how I feel personally. I've been having Portal music DMCA'd quite a bit. Played 64 when I was younger too, but I mostly watched my brother play it. Yoshi's Story too. Most of my games were secondhand until I got my Game Boy Advance. See, I didn't really have a whole lot of Nintendo systems. I mostly had Game Boy. That was my Nintendo thing. I had a GameCube. Didn't really have much on it. I had Resident Evil 4. That was my biggest memory with the GameCube. I had Pokemon Coliseum. Coliseum? Yeah. I had Pokemon Coliseum, and that was really fun. It wasn't great. Even as a kid, I was just like, alright, this was pretty cool. But I wanted it because you start with Umbreon and Espeon, and that was pretty chill. So I was like, cool. And I liked the concept, but it was just kind of meh. People made more money off fan merch than I made off my own stuff. I tried to hire them. Yeah. Though I would understand why a corporation would be, like, angry that if somebody was making, like, bank off of their own property. I wonder if, like, the Among Us people are okay with people selling Among Us merch yet, because, like, they're so goddamn popular, but the game is free, so... on mobile, at least. Last thing I knew. Shoe. Oh, wait. Shoe. Shoe. That's how you draw shoelaces, right? People, wait, I already read that. Coliseum is one of my favorite Pokemon games. I seem to enjoy spin-offs more than canon games. Coliseum's pretty good. I like Pokemon Snap. That's my favorite Pokemon spin-off. The new one's pretty cool too. I haven't played it, but I have watched a lot of it. Pretty much all of it. I just really want more games like that. Not necessarily like rail shooter taking pictures, but more games that have focus on taking pictures. That is why I want to play Beyond Good and Evil. Though the main, I don't know if I'd call the main focus taking pictures in Beyond Good and Evil. That was their original intention. Beyond Good and Evil is really good. I found out recently that they actually, yeah, they intended to make the game less like combat based. Though the combat in that game is really good. I like it. And it's very much like stealth based as well. Which is a pain, but I live with it. It's tense. It's very good. I love that game so much. But yeah, originally they just wanted things to be more like photograph oriented and more like puzzle solving to beat bosses rather than like action, which is really cool, and I love that and I dig it. I wish they could have stuck with that, but the thing is they presented it to like E3 or something, and nobody was interested in the game. They were like, this is boring. This is lame. I don't like it. Should buy a new Pokemon Snap with your game spending money. Ugh. See, I have really good memories with Pokemon Snap. When I first quit my job, my first job, actually, which was absolute hell. First thing I bought, just being unemployed for a bit, was Pokemon Snap from the Wii shop. And I played it with my little sister, and that was one of her first experiences. One of her with Pokemon. And now she likes Pokemon to this day. So Sammy, if you're out there, you're welcome for buying you Pokemon Snap. How cute is this? You accidentally stole Pokemon Snap from the rental place? That's funny. Yeah, I never like really played Pokemon Snap in depth until we got it that one time. And then we 100%ed it. Took pictures of Mew, took pictures of all the Pokies that I didn't even know were in that game. I forget which ones I didn't know about, but there were a few. It was like Porygon, maybe. I was like, whoa, Porygon's in this. The Pikachu with the balloons, I don't think I ever knew about, and then I figured it out. See, like, I like puzzles based on, like, luring Pokemon to go do things. To get you better pictures, better points. That was such a clever thing. Clever and fun. Clever and fun Pokemans. New Snap has a lot more of those, but they can be a bit frustrating. Oh yeah, they have like a lot of variations you can get. Instead of it being like, you know, like this one costs or gives you more points, and like all the different poses and stuff getting you different points. It's like there are 4 different variations or behaviors for every Pokemon, and there are certain things you need to do to get them to do those things, and they actually log all the different behaviors. Which I thought was pretty cool, honestly. I think that's a pretty neat thing. Though I can see why that's, like, frustrating to 100% that. I also heard a new Pokemon Snap, no, the Pokemon Evolve. And that was the funnest part about the original to me. I don't know why they decided to not go with that. But maybe there'll be a DLC and they add like a Pokemon that could evolve if you throw it in a volcano or something. Are you listening, Nintendo? I want to throw a Pokemon into a volcano and see it turn into Charizard. I want this to happen. Wouldn't put it past them to do DLC since that seems to be Nintendo's new thing. Yeah, that seems to be a lot of game devs' thing, is that they get rushed to make a game and then end up patching the game later or being like, oh, there's DLC because you weren't happy with how much content was in the game before, when actually they just like ran out of time to put all the things they wanted into the game. So then they make you pay extra money. It's great. Though I do like the concept of DLC, honestly. I think it's really cool. Yeah. Yeah. Took the words right out of your mouth. Sir, where are your eyebrows? I'm making them small. There we go. Look at these cute anime babies. Friends. How do I draw this ear? I'll do it like that. That's fine. Pointed ear. Yeah. Mostly free DLC. I like what they do, honestly. It's like a pain. But with Destiny 2, the game is free to get, and there's so much you could do free to play. I haven't paid a cent for Destiny yet, and it's so fun. But there'll be like missions that light up and they're like, hey, go talk to Eris Morn, and I'm like, okay, and then I go talk to Eris Morn and all the things that it wants me to do. It's like, oh, you need this this part of Destiny, you need to purchase this part of the game, and I'm like, no, oh god, I can't draw this eye. There we go. So I've mostly just been grinding. I think I am the ultimate power level right now. I think it's like there's a cap. 1260 is the cap. But I'm still grinding. I just want to look nice. I just want my character to look beautiful and like a 90s Taco Bell. I got a shader that looks like 90s Taco Bell. It is neon pink and teal and white. And it's beautiful, and that's all I want. To look like a 90s Taco Bell space wizard. I love her. Man, now I'm just wanting to play. Now I'm just wanting to play Destiny. But here I am. Working. It's fine. This is actually turning out really cute, so I'm real excited. No. Alright. I'm gonna stretch my wrist. I want a 90s Taco Bell shader for me, like in real life. I want that for you too. Get like a shirt with that like purple and teal design that everything in the 90s had on like the cups and stuff. Be beautiful. Hell yes. There was this thing. So the only place I really knew that had those cups, I wonder if they still do, was this local ice cream place. I think they're only in Florida, called Twisty Treat. I love this place so much. I just have so many fond memories of just going there year round, because Florida's always hot. It's just a little building shaped like an ice cream cone. And it's beautiful, and I love it. Oh. And they had those cups. And that was the only place I knew of. And then I went to the mall. And somebody at some store had like a cup with a drink in it. In that cup. And I was like, what? Only Twisty Treat. You stole those from Twisty Treat. What's wrong with you? That made me angry. I don't know why. Like, there were like weird things that made me angry as a kid. Like, that was one of those things where I was like, you stole fizzy lifting drinks. You stole them. You will pay with your life. Another thing that always like made me freak out as a kid, you ever like, when you live in a house with a driveway, you ever see like somebody drive into your driveway so they can like back up and turn around? I haven't lived in many houses, I'm gonna be real. I've mostly lived in apartments all of my life, but when I was really young, we had a house that we rented, and a few times I would just be in the living room and I would hear a car pull up into the driveway, and I'd be like, Mom! Somebody's using your driveway. And she's like, it's fine. They are just using it to turn around. That's literally what they're doing. I felt like, it sounds like I was like a defensive dog. I was just, no, get out. When they parked in front of our house, I'd get mad too. Oh, my dad, I feel like my dad gets mad about that too. Like now. He's almost 60. But I feel like that's more understandable. If somebody like parks in front of your like house, that's like ominous. That's annoying. Especially if they just park right in front of your driveway. I had that happen a few times, and that's so scary. It's like, no, I need to leave. Used to tell my mom, don't you think they'd get mad at you for using their driveway when she'd turn around that way? Nah, people don't care. Only children. Only children care. Or maybe like weird rich people. I don't know. I don't know anybody that's like old that gets mad about that. I mean, I know like people that get mad about kids cutting through their yard. Like, they'll be like, oh, you're cutting through my lawn. You're gonna pay for my grass. It's like, well, shut up. Shush. My mom just did not care. Like, we'd have kids just playing baseball in our backyard. I'd be like, Mom! There are kids in our backyard! Get them out! And she'd be like, it's fine, they're just playing. They're just doing whatever. I'm just stretching my wrist. Ooh! I have two more. I have two more to line. It won't take that long. Oh yeah, I would cut through a few people's lawns on the way back from the bus until like they started yelling at me, and then I was like, okay, maybe we should stop doing this. When I was really young, I was crazy. I would like I have this vivid memory of like chasing after cats. Chasing after cats, and you know, like cats, their body is liquid. They can just, there's a tiny enough hole, they'll just slip through it like nothing. And so I was running after this cat, and it went under this fence, and I, without thinking, no thoughts, head empty, I just dove for this cat, and actually somehow made it under that fence and into somebody's yard. And then I was like, oh god, why did I do this to myself? Why am I here? This was a mistake. Look how cute this is. Okay. When the need to pet a cat is just so strong, you break into somebody's fenced-in yard. My body is also like liquid. I can just phase through things. I can just climb. It's amazing. My ferret got into my friend's yard one day and her parents got so mad. Oh no. Man, I have so many Florida grade stories that I could tell during stream. So, one time, I don't remember why, there was this retention pond, right? And they're all over Florida because it rains a lot, so obviously we need to drain the water a whole lot. So there was this retention pond. It was all drained out. There was no water in it. It was kind of muddy, and I had to run across it for some reason. So I ran across it and my foot like sunk into the mud. And I was like, oh no, oh no. And I was just stuck there, and I pulled my foot out, and my my foot went, and that retention pond stole my shoe. I needed to get new shoes. It stole my shoe. I could not get it back. It was lost within the depths of Florida. That was a beautiful time. The swamp stole my shoe. I'm gonna take a screenshot. And then I'm gonna post it. Hang on. I'm gonna make a pose. Hang on. What should I do? Why isn't my hand working? It's going the wrong way anyway. What the heck? Hand? Oh, I need to fix this. Hang on. There we go. Wow, Leap Motion Tracker just not working. Let me just unplug it. Goodbye, hand. It's sinking. It's going back into the depths. I'm just gonna do this. Goodbye. Oh, it's not even tracking my expressions. There we go. I had to pose for my screenshot. Now I'm gonna tweet this. Okay. There we go. Nothing really interesting ever happens here in Alberta. You don't get Alberta man stories like you do Florida man stories. Mostly we just have library arson. I mean, that's pretty interesting. That's scary. Florida, we got swamp. We got... Okay, the craziest thing I probably did... I don't know if this is the craziest thing probably. But... my brother had a bike. Well, we both had bikes. And I had rollerblades. And I was like, you know what would be cool if we tied a jump rope to your seat around like the base of your seat, and then the other end we tied a stick, and then I just held on to the stick while I had my rollerblades on, and it would just be like water skiing except on the road. If you can think about water skiing, when you wipe out in water skiing, you have water to fall on and it doesn't hurt. Well, it can hurt if you're going fast enough, but when you wipe out with a bike on the road, you wipe out. I immediately wiped out. Thankfully, I did not get hurt. Or shatter my tailbone or anything, because that was the thing. That was the thing I landed on, was my butt. But that was probably the most daredevil-ish thing I've ever done in my life. When I was a kid, I was like super like adrenaline junkie. It was all about roller coasters. I was all about doing things that people told me are too scary. I always wanted to do all the things that would make me more macho, you know? So if somebody was like, oh, you're not gonna do that, you're scared, I'd be like, oh, well, no, I'm gonna do it. Nowadays, I'm like, I don't like roller coasters, they give me headaches. I like some roller coasters, they're pretty chill. They're pretty fun. The more mellow ones, though, the smoother ones. There are some like really intense looking roller coasters that are just really nice and smooth and fun. Like the Hulk from Islands of Adventure. That one's great. I love that ride. But then there are, gosh, there were some roller coasters I've ridden that just beat me up, and it's mostly like wooden roller coasters. Beat me up. I rode the Beast at Kings Island, which for a while, I don't know if it is anymore, it was the longest wooden roller coaster ever. And oh, you feel it. You feel it. It hurts. Somehow they can design like smoother wooden roller coasters. But for the most part, wooden roller coasters beat me up. It hurts. There have been a few like I want to say inverted. No, not inverted. Standing up roller coasters. I hate them. I don't know why. They beat you up so much more. It's because they have the over the shoulder thing. And so it has the things like right by your head. And your head just smacks into it. And it hurts. It hurts. I'm so prone to headaches nowadays that it's like, no. Even as a kid, I got like bad headaches on rides like that. I used to love roller coasters, but now I can't even go on my favorite one without getting sick. There's an amusement park, Galaxyland, in West Edmonton Mall, and as I've grown, I've been able to go on less and less ride without motion sickness. It sucks. It's so sad. I have really bad motion sickness with, well, with cars. In like mountainous areas, I get really bad motion sickness, and I also, you know what? I just get bad motion sickness in general. Let's be real. With cars, with boats, especially with boats. Not like fast boats. It's just when you're like just kind of floating. Oh, I get sick. Airplanes. Airplanes make me sick too. I love traveling. I don't like that part of traveling. That's why I get like motion sickness meds. I can't. Oh, it drives me nuts. Ooh. Airplanes are the worst. I love traveling. And I actually like airports to a degree. But there's so much about airports that's like really inconvenient to me. Like obviously security. Nobody likes going through security. It's really ugh. And there's like so much anxiety like connected to having to go through security and like, oh no, what if they find a knife that I didn't know I had, which has happened to me before. I had a box knife in my bag and I forgot it was there and they confiscated it. They got mad at me and I was like, I'm sorry. I use that for my job. I think I'm gonna get copyright strike for this. I'm gonna take this out. Goodbye. We'll listen to Kahira's theme instead. On my way back from my dad and stepmom's wedding in Jamaica, I was sick for the entire 8-hour flight. Gotta get Dramamine. Gotta get Dramamine. Dramamine. Whatever it's called. I don't know. Dramamine. That stuff helps. Helps me. Yeah, I love going places. I love going places. I love traveling. I like going. Airplanes, ugh. And it's not even, okay, it's not even like the motion sickness that makes me sick. It's having to sit so close to a person I don't know that also makes me kind of queasy. Not just because social anxiety, but just being in such close quarters with somebody you don't know makes me nauseous. It's just uncomfortable. I used to be terrified of going through security because my family always told me, oh, if you have pirated music on your laptop, they'll take it away from you and arrest you. Like, how would they tell? They don't know my laptop password. Wow, that's a terrible thing to tell your child. I have had a few times where they have to rescan my laptop. And that makes me nervous. Especially if I'm running late. I'm like, oh. Yes. There we go. It's not illegal in Canada for piracy and torrenting. That's crazy. Shoo. Man, I was gonna say something and it's gone. Oh, another thing about airports that's really awkward is I guess looking as gay as I do, I always have to get pat down. I think it's mostly because I wear baggy clothes. But that's always awkward. I feel bad because all the people I know who wear binders, going through airport security is hell for them. Because I guess on the, like, x-ray thing, it just comes up looking weird, so they have to, like, pat you down for that. But they also, like, going through the scan thing, they also, like, select male or female. That's awkward. That's awkward. Like, I understand, like, why they have to do the things they do, but it just sucks that things are the way they are. My brother is the only one who gets randomly selected at airports. He claims it's because he's got that stoner look to him, and man, I never imagined how terrible binders would be for the scan. That sucks. Oh yeah. I knew somebody, he was like just starting transition, but he already like looked super androgynous. So when he was like traveling to America, the people at security, I guess, were just kind of like looking at him like, we gotta pat you down, but we don't know how. And so they were like patting him down, and they like pat down on his chest, and like they went, oh, okay. And he was just like, yep, I'm sorry. Oh, I think it was because, man, I don't remember if he already, like, got his, like, ID, changed to male or something, like, before, like, getting top surgery. I don't know, it was something like that. Something like that. Bricklebork, hello, welcome. We're having a chill time, drawing shoes, I guess. Talking about airport security and how much it sucks. Very riveting conversation about how much airport security sucks. Everybody knows. I do like the freedom of like airports. Like once you get past security, and it's like, oh, now you have like an hour or a few hours before your flight, and you're home free. You can go eat, you can go have snacks, you can go just walk around. If you're in Vegas, you can gamble. You can just gamble. You can just do that. Never been on an airplane? I would say it's fun, but I just talked about how not fun being on an airplane is for me, because I have really bad motion sickness. And I don't like being crammed next to people like sardines. It's fun if you can sit next to people you know. Though you can't really hear people very well. At least I can't. Because there's that boo, boo noise. Oh yeah, I've had a few flights with a lot of turbulence, and it's pretty scary. I'm gonna be real. Flying through like a snowstorm, scary. Also, it's not really turbulence that gives me motion sickness. It's more just like idle, like sort of movement, if that makes sense. Turbulence isn't so bad. I just get bad motion sickness. It's just part of my life. I'm just Cloud Strife, who also gets motion sickness. The more you know. You know, that's really dumb, but that's one of the reasons as a kid I loved Cloud Strife so much. Because I was like, oh, he's got motion sickness like me. He gets motion sick like me. Thanks. I think they're pretty cute too. This is the last commission in my queue. I want to at least get a dent in it this stream. I have one other commission and I don't have much left to it. Maybe have 25 minutes and some change. I just can't draw it on Twitch. It's not Twitch friendly. I mean, maybe I can... No. I don't think I will. I don't think I'm gonna risk it. It's too risque. No explicit stuff, but it's still risque. I feel like... Okay. Sad music as I say this. Drawing like stuff where the character is like wearing like some sort of revealing outfit, shows off their boobies or something. That'd be fine. If said character is like just holding her jugs or holding their jugs, don't discriminate. That would be like, oh, we put it a little too far. Your Discord got disabled? Oh no! That's scary. Whoa. Ugh, there we go. Should I draw the ears? I'm gonna draw the ears. Sad music as we draw. Sorrow. Yes. I can't remember if this is the sad song or the tower song. Oh, this is the sad song. I wonder if I should make mixed feelings like free for Pride Month, like they did with the Tell Me Why. I downloaded it. I don't know when I'm gonna play it, but I don't know if I want to stream it or just experience it myself. I might just try it out myself. Don't Nod games give me a lot of feelings. I cry a lot during them, so I don't know if I want people to see me crying in the club. Life is Strange Before the Storm made me cry so much. It's embarrassing. I really enjoyed that game a lot. The boy howdy did I... That is the most I've cried during a game. Am I drawing Ding Dang Lucky Star? I sure am. I'm drawing this this client's OCs in the Lucky Star pose. It's very cute. I like it. I think Lucky Star was cute. I couldn't get into the show myself. I like the art style. It's pretty cute. Ugh. You're out of touch. I'm out of touch. Still haven't finished the lines. Oh goodness. Goodness gracious me. Here they are, so far. They've got tiny little feet. They've got tiny little feet. The dance was really cute. The song was catchy and I liked parts of it, but mostly it was annoying to me personally. Just the song. The opening though, like that, the dance was fun. It was fun. Very fun. I'm stretching my wrist. Nostalgia anime, Sonic X, Yu-Gi-Oh, Naruto, Inuyasha. Those are pretty popular. Oh, I did see the Kingdom Hearts Lucky Star opening. I did like the, oh man, what was the name? What was the name of the meme? That was just a remix of all of the, like, sounds from Lucky Star that characters made. The Timote one. I've seen so many Lucky Star memes. There were so many Lucky Star memes. Timote, Timote. The one where Konata is like jumping up and down with her arms waving. You know the one. You know the one. My nostalgia anime, the very one. Well, I guess you could count Pokemon. My one nostalgic anime, Yu Yu Hakusho. Loved that show. It holds up pretty well. From what I've watched of it, there is one scene, one episode. I don't know what the deal was with Yoshihiro Tagashi is his name. I don't know what his deal was at the time in the 90s whenever he made Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh my god, there is a trans woman. And it's just the most, it's the most transphobic scene I've ever seen in my life. But I know for a fact now that he has been potty trained, if you will, is what my one friend called it. Because later, he actually has a true blue trans woman character, and he treats her respectfully through the narrative rather than like incredibly like disrespectfully. I can't say for sure if he's actually like not transphobic anymore, but oh my god, it was very clear that he was trying to make a statement, if that makes any sense. But yeah, otherwise, if you can deal with that like datedness, I guess, it's a good show. It's a fun show. It's very old. It's very shonen. Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho. The first episode makes me cry every time. I'm gonna be real. Oh, I'm gonna stretch. I'm stretching, you just can't see it. Leap Motion decided not to work today. Oh yeah, it was on Toonami. The funny thing is, on Toonami, it was like incredibly censored. And I didn't know that as a kid. And then I got a DVD from the library that was uncensored. And I was like, hey, I wanted to show my stepmom Yu Yu Hakusho because it was my favorite anime at the time. I was like, hey, watch this with me. And then they were just like saying so many curse words and flipping so many birds. And I was embarrassed as a 10-year-old. You're drowning in Dragon Ball Z. From what I hear, they're very similar, to be real. I never watched Dragon Ball Z as a kid. I don't know why. Like, it was just too macho man for me. Yu Yu Hakusho is pretty macho man for me, but I don't know. I don't know what the appeal of Yu Yu Hakusho was for me. I really liked Yusuke. I liked Hiei and Kurama. My heart. Oh man, Hiei and Kurama were very beautiful to me as a child. Also, Hiei just fit that archetype that I loved as a kid. Just the pouty punk boy who wore all black and red. Cross his arms. He was also very small. He was very, very small and fast, and he was cool, and I liked him. Oh, Slayers is somewhat bad with the transphobia too. Because 3 of the seasons, OG, Next, and Try, have the boys in dresses. Oh, that's a big anime trope. You are fine. You can ramble. Do not worry. There's not many folks in here, so we can just chill. We can ramble about anime. You were dealing with toxic masculinity, so my anime consumption was limited. I see. Yeah, you know, I was somewhat too. I never got into Sailor Moon because it was too girly for me. It was always so wild to me as a kid that when I told guys that I was into Pokemon, they were like, "You can't be into Pokemon, you're a girl." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Have you seen Pikachu? Have you seen Pikachu? Why is Pokemon so explicitly labeled for boys? Like, I don't understand that at all." Also, all my favorite Pokemon when I was a kid were like Scyther and actually I really did love Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff was like one of my favorites for a while. You want to know why? Because she was pink and I thought that I had to like things that were pink. And now pink is so good. Pink is a great color. Oh, dude. Little boys are the biggest gatekeepers ever. Biggest gatekeepers. Are you kidding me? You like Pokemon? Really? Oh man, no. Somebody quizzed me when I was like in middle school. Like, if you like Pokemon so much, what does Combuskin evolve into? And I was like, Blaziken. And they were like, damn it. That was lucky. And I'm like, okay. I love Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is one of, okay, the 4 Pokemon I could draw completely from memory. Pikachu, obviously. Diglett. Ditto. And Jigglypuff. There might be more. I'm just blanking. But for now, those are the ones. Those are the ones. Wait, did it start again? Yes. Oh, I am sure there are little boys out there that have gatekeeped Mario. You can't like Mario. Mario's a boy. Mario's for boys. You can't like Sonic, that's for boys. It's cause like cis people are so obsessed with like categorizing things as for boys and for girls. I don't know what the deal is with that. And my parents never understood like the deal with that either, cause like they didn't care. When my brother was like 3 and I was like 5, maybe younger, my brother got like a fake vacuum cleaner for Christmas. I forget what I got that was like for boys. But I remember there was this home video we have of when we got these presents. Oh, I got a Tonka truck. That's what it was. There's a home video of my dad being like, "Yeah, we got our boy a vacuum cleaner, and we got our girl, quote unquote." He didn't say that, but a Tonka truck. We don't conform to gender. He said something to that degree. Oh, they do gatekeep Zelda. I don't know if this actually happened, but I do have a vague memory of some kid, some boy in my school, calling Link Zelda, and then me going, "That's Link." He's like, no, it's called The Legend of Zelda. That's Zelda. And then I was like, Zelda's the princess. That's Link. Got so angry with me. And I was right. You got into Sonic versus Mario discourse? Oh, that's beautiful. I got into PlayStation versus Nintendo discourse when I was like 7. I was trying to tell everybody that Crash Team Racing was better than Mario Kart, which I still believe to this day. But the reasons I had were like, well, in Mario Kart, do the characters talk? Do they talk? And the kid I was talking to was like, well, Mario goes wahoo. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. In Crash Team Racing, they actually talk. Because that was like the selling point for PlayStation games is like, well, Mario doesn't, well, these characters have voice acting. Which, I mean, at the time was like, whoa. Oh. I gotta fix that eye. I don't like it. Listen, Crash Team Racing won't let me play as Peach or Daisy. But you can play as a tiger. You can play as a tiger, and I'm gonna play the noise right now. I'm gonna do it. Oh, it says I got $75, but I didn't. It was fake. It lit up for a second. You can make these noises. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. You can make these noises. Oh yeah, there was also a polar bear. I had a vendetta against that polar bear because the polar bear had the same stats as Purah. And so, very often, when I was playing on hard mode, the polar bear would beat me. Like, at the very last second, and it drove me insane. And I just had like a bit for a bit where I'd hated polar bears. I even had a video a while back where my friend was like saying something like, oh, baby polar bears. And I was like, ugh. And it was just like an inside joke for a bit that I just hated polar bears. I should bring stupid bits like that back. We have the arm thievery. We have that going. Is that meme still alive? If I wanted to play as a tiger, I'd play Diddy Kong Racing. I've never played Diddy Kong Racing. Is it good? I've actually never really played a Donkey Kong game in general. I don't think I've ever touched the controller. Other than like the original Donkey Kong with Jumpman. Jumpman. Not Mario. Jumpman. That's his name. Bam, Joe. Crash Team Racing, you can play as Ripperoo, and he sounds like the Crypt Keeper. I think they just straight up... I think Naughty Dog just straight up ripped Crypt Keeper and laughs. And it was beautiful. As they say. Bam, Joe. I did not have a Nintendo 64 as a kid. It was a sad existence. My friend did, and I would go over and I would play her Nintendo 64 and live my life. I love Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, a typo in the chat. I'm sorry, Bricklebork. I just like saying Bamjo. Oh, Bamjo. What a good song this is. Man, I truly did play Silent Hill 3 in one sitting the other day, didn't I? That felt like a fever dream. But I truly did do it. That was fun. Oh, I should talk about this. So at the end of this month, I'm not going to be playing Silent Hill 4 all the way through because that would be a death wish. Because that game is 10 hours long and I want for me on stream to play it for the first time ever, because I've never played it in my life, because it terrifies me. So I want you all to experience that with me. Plus, I'm going to have my friend Jess on with me, and we're going to start doing that, I want to say July 3rd. We're going to stream every day, not every day, every Saturday of July, Silent Hill 4. And what they're going to do is they've played Silent Hill 4 so many times. So they are going to provide commentary throughout. And I think that's going to be real fun. We've had this idea for like a year, I want to say. Like, they said to me, hey, if you ever stream Silent Hill 4, bring me on. And I was like, you got it. Silent Hill 4 Saturdays. See, the thing about... Oh, Silent Hill 3 was great. Silent Hill 3 was great. The thing about Silent Hill 4, one, like I said already, it terrifies me. For many reasons. Silent Hill 4 is incredibly different from the other 3 games. It has similar horror, but, okay. Let me give you some behind the scenes trivia, I guess, about Silent Hill 4. For Silent Hill 3 and 4, they broke the original Team Silent up into 2 groups. So half the team worked on 3, and half the team worked on 4 simultaneously. And so Masahiro Ito worked on 3, the original monster designer, and then I forget the name of the guy who did the monster designs in 4, but it was a different dude. It was a different dude, and he killed it. He killed it, and the monsters in 4 terrify me, to say the least. Most of the enemies in 4 are way more like people-shaped, and that sounds like lame, probably, but the reasoning behind that is they said nothing is scarier than being attacked by a human being, and I'm like, you are right, and that's why that scares me. That's why that game scares me. Because most of the enemies in 4 are just people. Another thing, if you are familiar with like Mr. X, Lady Dimitrescu, all those like pursuer type enemies in Resident Evil, there's an entire type of enemy in Silent Hill 4 that is just a pursuer invincible enemy. It's just an entire type. There are gonna be 3 coming after you at once. They are laser targeted at you too. They don't have smart AI that's just looking for you like Lady Dimitrescu. They are laser targeted towards you. It's terrifying. And imagine if Lady Dimitrescu didn't have to go through doors. She could just phase through walls. Imagine. I'm so scared of this game. I'm regretting every detail I share about this game. You've never played or watched Silent Hill in my life? Well, I played the first 3. There are VODs on my gamer YouTube. If you need like good background noise, I highly recommend. I'm told they're good background noise. Silent Hill is strangely calming, and not just to me, to a lot of people. I have shown many people Silent Hill and had them fall asleep, and I'm never offended because I'm just like, yes, that's validating that you find this game as calming as I do. But yeah, there are a lot of pursuer type enemies in 4. And that's another thing about 4 is it's very polarizing. Because of a lot of the game mechanics like that. That's one of the things that people don't like about that game. Is one of the main enemies is a pursuer enemy. Watch the VODs for background noise while I do fursuit work or something then. Yeah. Do it. If you want, you can watch 1 and 3 back to back and then 2. Or watch 2 first, and then 1 and 3 back to back, and get the full experience. I just played them chronologically because that felt right to me. But 1 and 3 as a unit are their own story. They are 1 and 3 as a unit are my favorite. I should just play 1 and 3 back to back for a stream. That'd be redundant, wouldn't it? It's okay. You can watch 3 without any context of the first game because they do a pretty good job of explaining if you don't have the context of the first game. But yeah, 3 is a direct sequel to 1. And it's way more enjoyable if you already have the context of 1. There are a few people in my chat who were there for the first stream, and like the few fan servicey things they did referencing 1, they were like, oh my gosh, that's so neat. Oh man. You haven't watched or investigated Silent Hill 4 at all? Oh, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. But yeah, the Silent Hill 4 is very polarizing. Either Silent Hill fans love it or hate it. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Like I said, I am mostly terrified of it. I'm mostly terrified. See, I mean, this isn't gonna spoil it because this is like the premise of the game. The premise of the game is you moved into an apartment and you've been living there for a bit, and one day your door is just chained up. You can't leave. Nobody hears you when you bang on the door. Nobody hears you when you bang on the window. You can't use your phone. You are just trapped in your apartment, and it's already that's like ugh, creepy premise, right? That is the premise, and a hole appears in your bathroom, and what else do you have to do? You can't escape, so you go through this hole, and then you end up getting transported to Nightmare World. We're gonna call it Nightmare World, and meeting different people. So you go to the Nightmare World, and you end up getting transported to different places throughout the game, and it's just, I hate, because your apartment is your safe house, right? You go back and you save there, but every time not every time, but a lot of times you will go back to your apartment and find like notes under your door that add to the lore of the game, which is really cool. And you will also find like notes behind your bookshelf, and just the implication that somebody was there in your apartment is just it scares me so much. The idea of an intruder freaks me out. That is the sort of like horror that gets to me. Like I don't remember what movie it was, but there was some movie where they kept like getting calls from like somebody, like creepy calls, and then they've like reverse tracked the call and then found out the call was coming from inside their house. Oh, that type of stuff freaks me out. But the main reason Silent Hill 4 freaks me out, the main reason it freaked me out as a kid is the layout of that apartment was almost exactly like my dad's apartment that he lived in while he was playing that game, and I was watching it when I was 12. And so that would freak a 12-year-old out when you're trying to sleep and your dad puts up a poster of the final boss on your wall. Oh. Oh. Hello, Soul. I am ranting about Silent Hill 4. We're getting excited for Silent Hill 4 Saturdays, which is going to be July. What if we just had Silent Hill Saturdays the rest of our life? What if just every Saturday I played a Silent Hill game? What if I just start speedrunning Silent Hill? You only know about that one serial killer character in the room with many chains on the door? Ah. Well, now you know more. That's the general premise. There are Silent Hill speedruns. The world record for the first game is like 29 minutes. Believe it or not, that's like a 6-hour game. I do want to play Homecoming. I gotta find it though, because it's a PS3 game. PS3 game. I wonder how expensive it is. If it is actually expensive, that would make me upset. I want to play Origins. I do want to play Origins a lot. I am intrigued because it is like a prologue. It's a prologue to the first game, so I want to see. I do love me the storyline of the first and third game, so you know, I know Lisa's in it and Kaufman's in it, and I'm like, ooh. Ooh! The drama. Have I ever played Haunting Ground? No, I really want to. Maybe that's what I could do. I'm gonna skip this song. I feel like I'm gonna get DMCA'd. But. Oh, what was I gonna say? I want to play Haunting Ground. I also want to play Fatal Frame. I've never played Fatal Frame. Oh cool, the pose in the ref sheet that I'm looking at is very similar to the one I'm drawing, with the feet at least. So that makes this easier to figure out how to draw the shoe. I have seen a lot of Haunting Ground. Because that's the one where, you have the big fluffy dog, right? That was cute looking. Plays the blonde girl. Huey! Huey! Dog friend through Hell Castle. Oh, imagine Resident Evil 8, but you have a dog. That'd be so good. Just attack Lady Dimitrescu with your big fluffy dog. I just finished watching my I just watched a second playthrough of Resident Evil 8. Maybe someday I will play it. I would love to play it, actually. The freaking line Heisenberg has calling Chris a boulder punching asshole made me so happy. I didn't notice that the first time. Memes. Man, I love Resident Evil. I also love that Resident Evil and Silent Hill fans like both like the other series as well. I haven't known any like Resident Evil fans that are like, "Oh, I don't like Silent Hill." I've only known Resident Evil fans that are like, "Oh, Silent Hill's pretty cool too." But Resident Evil's more my thing because I'm into cheesy stuff. And I'm like, that's valid. Silent Hill's pretty cheesy too, but like Resident Evil's all about like action schlock, which is fun. I do enjoy a good action schlock. I more prefer like the original Resident Evils, I'll be real. But that's to be expected. The originals are a lot more like Silent Hill. With the tank controls and the whatnot. And the whatnot. Man. Have you ever thought about how the plot to Resident Evil Village and the first Silent Hill are basically the same? They're the same plot. No. Why is it taking me so long to line this? I'm gonna do one more Pomodoro. Maybe. I have a message. Hang on. There's a lot of mileage to be gained from creepy cults sacrificing children. You're right. Oh, Cassie is wearing platform shoes, so it's elevated. Okay, I can fix that. Duh. Wait, Cathia. Which one is that? I'm gonna figure it out. Oh! The one I'm working on. I get it. Okay. Hang on, I'm stretching. Different flavors. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. It's just you are a dad, got your daughter taken by a creepy cult kind of thing. And I can't say much more because there's spoilers that I would be saying. Once I get the liner of this done, it's like I do not have much left to do. Coloring doesn't take that long. Especially if it's flat color, which I still haven't checked. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it's flat color. Cool. Sly Cooper music time. Ooh, stretching. Another friend of mine brought up the Silent Hill wiki circumcision guy to me yesterday. Oh man, that guy. Wasn't his name like Alex Shepard or something? That was his username. What a strange dude. Oh, Soul, you need to hear this story. You need to hear this story. I'm gonna bring it up. I won't read the whole story. But basically there was a mod on the Silent... Oh, don't. I'm embarrassed. Okay, so... I totally, like, forgot to type Silent Hill when I was looking up circumcision. Luckily, I wasn't on images. I was just on Google. But, greedy worm, right? That was it. So, there... Oh, it's not an enemy. It is a monster in Silent Hill 4, let's put it that way. And there was a mod on the Silent Hill wiki that kept trying to change the symbolism, because there's a symbolism section for every monster on the Silent Hill wiki, because Silent Hill is all about symbolism, right? And he was adamant that this greedy worm monster in Silent Hill 4 was symbolism for circumcision. Which, honestly, gotta give this guy credit, because that's not too far off from what a lot of these things, like, actually could symbolize. And a lot of it is speculation, so, you know. Anyway. Where? Okay, so this is the description. There is also a possibility that the greedy worm monster has phallic symbolism and may be symbolic of a circumcised, mutilated penis. The greedy worm monster appears throughout many of the worlds in the game, and it may be symbolic of a monstrous, circumcised, mutilated penis searching for its missing foreskin, and the despair and horror of never being able to find and retrieve it. In other words, a man who feels violated and incomplete. Now you know. Now you know, Soul. This guy was just trying to push his, like, agenda of, like, how against circumcision he was. And, like, you know, circumcision's shitty, and I get it. But this is not the time and place. A Silent Hill wiki is not the place to be doing that. But you know, like I said, it wouldn't be too far off. But it's still funny that, like, whenever the other mods would, like, undo his edits, he would just lose his mind. But that's that story. Is it time? But that is the most bonkers Silent Hill fandom story I've ever heard in my life. I don't think I've ever heard any other bonkers stories like that out of the Silent Hill fandom. I'm gonna raise these shoes a bit more. There are so many puns I can make, and I will opt to say none of them. Good choice. Oh. There we go. Gex music time. I kind of raised this one a little bit more, but I can do it slightly more. Wait. My friend was like, did you tell me about this guy? And now I'm second guessing myself, like, did I know about circumcision guy and delete him from my brain? 100 Gex. Oh, there's only 3 of them. There's only 3 Gex. 1,000 Gex. First Gex is actually, like, I love the first Gex. Though his references, are lost on most people because he makes references to, like, 60s stuff. Mostly. Which, like, why? Gek. 1 million Gek. Man, I loved Gex as a kid. I'm not gonna lie, I love that stupid lizard. Even if I didn't get most of his references, I still thought they were funny. I was strange. I think I still have Gex somewhere. Like the, on my PS3 maybe. I must have Gex. Gex stream win? That'd be hell. That would be hell on earth. Truly. I actually watched a video that I didn't know that I wanted until I watched it. It took all of the sound clips that Gex says and tells you what they're referring to. So now I am full of knowledge, and I know what all of the references mean in Gex. Oh, hang on, let me... No! Cancel. No! Okay, I want to do one long hair coming out of here. No, I don't want this song. This is annoying. This is good. This is good stuff. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Bow, bow, bow. When there's a PS3 game you want to stream but can't emulate, they call that Cell on Earth. God. I could get, Elgato. If I actually had to pay real money for Silent Hill Homecoming and I end up hating it, I'm gonna be upset. Real money as opposed to fake money. You know what? Silent Hill Downpour. Everybody says that one's the worst one, right? I feel like it looks like the most interesting. The story, from what I've heard, sounds really cool. I'm fascinated. Truly. Pirate Homecoming? It's hard to do that with PS3 games. As far as I know, unless there's like a PS2 version, maybe. Pirate Homecoming, it's morally correct. Isn't the company that made Homecoming is just gone? Didn't they go under? Didn't like every game company that tried to do a spin-off of Silent Hill just went under? Like the company that made Shattered Memories, then Downpour, then Homecoming. They're all just gone. No more. No longer. Oh man. Parappa Stream win?
Every single day, stress comes in every way. I ain't got no time for nobody. My style is rich, dope, fat, and rich. We'll make a cake today that looks rich. Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl. Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
Yeah, Konami just hates Silent Hill. I don't know what the deal is. Their logic was, since originally Silent Hill was just supposed to be made for American audiences, they were like, well, why don't we just sell the IP to American companies to make it more accurately American? And then that didn't work out because the companies that they sold the games to didn't quite understand the horror of Silent Hill. So, even like the movies, it's very clear that the directors didn't understand what made Silent Hill Silent Hill. This Parappa song makes you see red? I know why, because this is the hardest song in the game. Yeah, no, this song is so hard. I played it like 25 times and finally got it. And then the next song I beat in one try. 1 or 2 tries. It was stupid. I was mad. And then the next song it took me like 3 tries. A Parappa stream would be fun. Alright. All the line art is all in different places.
Okay, that wasn't so hard, was it? No problem.
How'd you get out the TV? There we go. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. We've done it, folks. We have 15 minutes before I disappear forever. Just kidding. I'm not gonna disappear forever. I'm gonna disappear until Saturday? What day is it? Yeah, I'm gonna disappear until Saturday. I know you're watching the stream, but I'm sending this to you anyway. Lurking. That wasn't so hard, was it? Yeah, they included that to kick you in the shins. Okay. And now. Also, thank you, Dreamer Zeal, for saying it looks good. Thank you. I'm glad. I think I love these little boots. I don't know what about these boots make me so happy. I really do love this Lucky Star style. It's really cute. It's like Lucky Star style, but I slightly made it my own. Okay. Now time to do some dropper tool. Oh, I didn't give... Oh. Isotol. I'm sure I'm saying her name wrong. Ice tall. Tall ice. I'm gonna give her a lip. I'm gonna give her a little lip. Small amount of lip. You know what? I'm just gonna do it in the coloring. I think that'll look nicer. Give me that gray. Give me that gray. And they're all gonna be gray. They're all gray. Okay. I don't know if they're the same gray. Probably. Probably. Okay. Before I color. Wait a step. Hang on. Okay. Few things I need to adjust. Actually, let me just do this. His eye is still bothering. Okay. Ah! Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay. Fix. There we go. Sorry, I'm all quiet. I'm concentrating. Making edits. Yes. There we go. You minimized for a moment and could only hear suffering. I'm not suffering, I'm just making edits. Making sure this looks right for the client. There we go. More like Uggs. Okay. And these eyes need edit. Okay. Okay, I think I know what this is. Okay, I know what's making this look weird. The shine. Okay. Okay. Maybe? Also, hello, Case. I think that looks right. Maybe. I'm going to adjust this slightly. And okay. I also wanted to give her eyelashes down here. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna send this. There we go. Ear thingies. Oh, headphones. Haha, duh. Okay. There we go. Headphones. Okay. Before anything. Let me do the headphone looking things. Which I forgot to do. Okay. I'm gonna just... Oh, I see. It's based off the cat headphones. Oh, shoot. There we go. Oh, Moonpie's here. Okay. Oh! Now with edits. Oh, Moonpie, check. Moonpie, come here. 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 Say hello to Minmo. Tell them you're growing strong and healthy. She's very sleepy. I have given her a kiss on the top of her head. She is here. Oh, she almost unplugged my headphones. Okay. I think we have line art. And with that, we have the most viewers we've had in the stream so far. In this stream. Today, at least. But well, I could go longer, actually. I was supposed to be meeting with a friend after this, but they have not answered me. So, I'm just gonna keep going. Just for a bit. I have coffee. I forgot. I have coffee. So, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. Unless that friend answers me. Yes, I'm gonna keep going because we have 7 viewers. 7 viewers. We have more viewers than we did the first couple, well, the first hour or so. So, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna actually start coloring now. Let's go. Oh. Let me re-select the line art now that I have my adjustments. Wrong thing. You needed motivation? I'm glad these streams motivate you. I always find that working together with folks makes it easier to work on stuff. This. Now that it's changed. They're all gray. Trying to draw that Square Enix Pride mascot thing because yes, rainbow capitalism sucks, but that thing makes me happy. That thing makes me happy too. Yeah, the whole like rainbow capitalism thing, it does suck. I get it. I get why people are mad. And like, don't buy from big corporations with the rainbow stuff. Buy from like queer corporations or like queer people who are trying to sell stuff. That's where you should buy your Pride merchandise. For real though. So, I'm gonna get this color. And I'm gonna color her. Hey! Don't you scratch. Why do you find new places to scratch? Why do you keep doing that? Oh. This is actually what normalization looks like. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was saying this like a couple years back. It like as crappy as it like rainbow capitalism like feels like, it's good. It is a good thing in a lot of ways. I do think it is a good thing to see LGBT stuff being normalized like that. Because like you go back like 5 years ago, maybe a little more than that, but you go back a few years back, this was not a thing. You did not have like a pride section of Target during June. That was not a thing. So it's pretty cool that that's like, it's become a normal thing to see like corporations have like a pride section, or like retail stores rather. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, but I do understand like the not so cool things about it. It's like, oh, we only support gays when it's convenient and profitable for us. You know, that kind of thing is just like, eh. But the normalization part makes me happy. I think in terms of social progress, having the companies that make all the things and all the media on your side is a good thing. I don't see the downsides of this. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I think, like, in retrospect, there's, like, really no real downside to it. It's just, like, the gesture of them, like, you know, making Pride merchandise just to profit off of gay people is, like, just feels kind of gross, and that's about it. But the fact that it's, like, normalized is pretty cool. I'm trying to voice what I'm thinking a little bit more eloquently, but it's not working. Downsides for me in normalizing often makes folks not in the community think everything's fixed. I think you have a point. I think you're getting at something. I do see a lot of, like, people not in the LGBT community saying things like, oh, corporations are just making gay things to get money, or gaying things up to get money. And they don't actually think, like, there are gay people, and stupid. Like, for example, a comment that Lil Nas X gets all the time because of the Montero video is that, oh, Lil Nas X's agents just make him pretend to be gay so they can get more money. And it's like, what? No! That kind of stuff is stupid. But that's, like, tangential, honestly, at this point. Lucky Star outfits. Okay. Okay. Lucky Star, Lucky Star, Lucky Star. Okay, so they have pink and red going on, so I can have two different shades of their color. Let's see. Even if queer people rose to the top, that would look like Tim Cook, not Lil Nas X. I see. Okay, I'm gonna do just a darker version of this, like slightly darker, for the skirt. There we go. So that's the, yeah. Oh wait, there we go. I got it right here. Awesome. Oh. Overall, in my opinion, I do think corporations, like, even if it's not, if it feels like disingenuine, supporting like pride and like the LGBT community, even if it feels not super genuine, I do think overall that it is a good thing and it is progress, and I think it should be somewhat celebrated. I don't think we should look at well, I think it's a little silly that there are like gun companies out there doing the whole rainbow capitalism thing. I think that's pretty silly. But other than that, I do think it's pretty cool that there are like big corporations out there that are selling Pride merch and normalizing LGBT people, because I do think that makes it more normalized in society as a whole, and people that like 10 years ago wouldn't support LGBT people are now like more inclined to like be okay with it, like, because these are like these corporations are what these people consume from. And if they're going to like Target and seeing like LGBT stuff, and that's just a thing now, that's awesome, and that's just going to become a normal thing to them. And I look at it this way, like, if it weren't for like the TV shows and the marketing and stuff that is normalizing like LGBT stuff, I don't think like people in my family would be like as accepting as they are, because I think it's the fact that there are like now more normalized like non-binary characters and characters that use they them pronouns in like televisions and stuff that like people in my family are like, oh, that's how that works. It's a lot easier to explain to the general public and have the general public like understand these things when they are in like their media and their like stores that they shop at. So overall, yes, I think it's a good thing. I think it's something that we should be happy about, honestly. Arm every letter of LGBTQ. The G is for gun. The cartoons are nice, like the cartoons that have like LGBT characters. That's pretty cool. I have been hearing about like more LGBT characters in like adult media. I don't hear about it as much as like, you know, cartoons. Probably because a lot of people my age aren't watching adult media. I mean, that's fine. But there are characters in like adult shows that at least one character I've heard of that is a non-binary character that goes by they them pronouns, and that makes me happy. I don't remember what show it was in, but I want to see more of that. I'm excited. Need more not whitewashed queer characters and things other than kids' cartoons? Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's great that there are queer characters in kids' cartoons. That's really important for kids to see, and I think it's the most important for kids to see. Characters that could be like them. If I was freaking 10 years old and I watched Steven Universe at that age, I would have figured out stuff way sooner. Way sooner, I feel like. So, I'm just trying to get my references all in line. So I think it is the most important that, like, we show queer characters in a positive light in kids' cartoons. Like, I think that's really important in kids' media, and that's awesome that it's become more of a, like, normal thing. Also, have those characters exist in more media and let them be mediocre. No, if the queer character is not the coolest in the cast, I will sue. They have to be the coolest. I'm sorry. In case you're so mean, stop being mean. Respect the chat. Respect the kind people who come to my chat. Uncool gay people are valid. Uncool straight people, they're not. They don't belong. Don't you mean every straight person? Just kidding. There are cool straight people out there. There are cool straight people. Anyway. Look. She's cute. I like her. I really do enjoy this prompt a lot. This is very fun. God, I keep forgetting I have coffee. Oh. Woo. Okay. I'm drinking my cold beans. They're cold now, but now it's a cold brew and it's refreshing. It's not cold brew. It's not lukewarm, it's cold. It's room temperature, so it's slightly cold. But that's fine. That's how I like it. I don't want it hot, because it's hot out now. It's like 70 degrees. I don't want it. I don't want this. Listen. Let me live my life. Oh, should I just make the people... Drink iced coffee like a normal gay. Frickin'. I had cold brew like a stream a while back. I don't remember which stream it was, but I remember it made me feel bad. I felt so bad and terrible. It was not a good feeling. Wait, is there... Oh, it's gray. Gray inside mouth. I was getting carried away. Making everything teal. Oh, I also have to do the lip. Let me do the lip. Let's see. I can only see the top, so. There we go. Yeah, iced coffee and cold brew aren't always the same. Maybe I should put ice in my coffee. So I'm not defying the laws. So I'm not breaking the law. That sounds refreshing. Could be refreshing. I'm gonna go for it. Yes. Yes. Cold brew has so much caffeine. It has so much caffeine, it hurts. Because when you make hot coffee, it actually boils a lot of the coffee out, or the caffeine, not the coffee, the caffeine out. So, anime. Has nothing to do with coffee, I'm just doing anime eyes. Oh! Oh! There we go. Cold brew is also, like, for some reason thicker. It has body to it for some reason that hot coffee doesn't. No, I've never noticed that, but I feel like that would make sense. Americano? Americano. She. Okay. Horn. Yes. We no speak Americano. I think I've had an Americano once and I didn't really notice any difference between that and whatever else coffee. I was just like, okay. I'm gonna go to my favorite coffee shop for my birthday. That sounds nice. Watered down espresso. I don't think I've ever actually had real espresso. I've only ever had those, like, I had one time that Starbucks, like, double shot espresso can, and it was, It made me vibrate into outer space. It was amazing. You can go to coffee shops now, me too. I'm still, like, weird about, like, going into places. Like, going to the grocery store is one thing. But, like, going to a restaurant, it scares me. I'm not actually afraid of, like, getting sick. I'm just readjusting to, like, society feels weird. Going to the farmer's market a few times has felt very nice, though. It's like reintegrating back into society. Look at her. Oh, she's cute. You have a bad short coffee shop story related to espresso? I worked at a Dunkin' Donuts for like 2 weeks one time at a gas station. There was a regular whose order I will never forget. He'd get an extra large plastic cup full of ice with 5 shots of espresso. That'll kill ya. That's death right there. Okay, octopi. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna reuse the colors from here because they're all gonna be uniform. Not all, well, yeah, somewhat. Somewhat. That's like the opposite of strong and healthy. It's not cheating. I'm not cheating using the dropper tool. It's what it's there for. Oh. Man, drawing these characters is reminding me about a video essay idea I have because I still kind of want to do it, where I talk about series that have a huge amount of color-coded characters. Not a huge amount, but a group of color-coded characters that have very uniform designs, and how it is very easy for people to project onto these characters and get attached to them. There are many things I can think of. One of the things I'm drawing right now. One of the other things. You're not quite sure you get it? Okay, think about Kingdom Hearts. Think about Organization 13, right? They all wear cloaks. Most of them have similar body type-ish. They're all pretty color-coded. They all have like different colored eyes. If you think, okay, who has red eyes? Somebody has red eyes in Organization 13, I swear to God. Who does? Oh no, I can't think of it. Orange. Xemnas has orange eyes. Syx has yellow eyes. Somebody else has yellow eyes, I know it. Who has red eyes? I'm not sure I see how the color-coded nature is connected to relatability. I mean, I think... Okay, I don't have a sufficient explanation where I am right now, but I'm sure, like, sitting down, think about it, I could think about how the color-codedness could help with the relatability part. But at least having a big cast of characters very ingrained in, like, color coding or theming, say, like, Organization 13 is not so much color-coded as it is, like, element-coded. Because if you look at, God, what is freaking... I'm trying to go through all the members. I can't remember Xemnas's, like, element, but I remember Xigbar's was, like, space. As in, like, his whole deal was, like, teleporting, right? Zaldin was wind. Vexen was ice. I can't believe I still remember all of them. Lexaeus was earth, right? And Zexion was illusion. Zexion was my favorite. I loved him. Syx was the moon. Axel was fire. I'm just naming all the organization members. Demix was water. Luxord was luck. That was cool. Marluxia was plants. Oh, no, Marluxia was death. Duh. Marluxia was the one I cosplayed. Xigbar was gun! Sounds to me if you have a group of similar characters around the size of the set of star signs, they will be used as star signs. Yeah. 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 True. But I'm also thinking about Mungus. Mungus has a bunch of color-coded characters. And even though the Among Us, like, characters don't even have, like, personalities, as far as I know, the Among Us fandom assigns personalities to all of these, like, bean men. Yeah, Among Us. I need to look into the Among Us fandom. I'm gonna do it. See it more like number bases. Yeah. I don't know. I still want to make this some sort of video essay about, like, projecting onto characters, though I kind of did that with the Kingdom Hearts one I did. Kingdom Hearts video I did. So that might be a little redundant. I just like talking about how, like, projecting is such a prominent thing in fandom. And it causes problems, and it changes a lot of people's lives, I think. It's very important. I think. I like talking about it. And I'm gonna open this for Octopi. Want to draw bad Among Us fan art? You know, the Bean Men, they're very fun to draw, to be quite honest. I really enjoy drawing the Bean Men, and I should draw them more. Like musical scales, you can divide an octave with different size steps and make those different steps into archetypes. They'll be centered at different parts of, like, a spectrum. Yeah! Yeah! Maybe I will draw a bean. It is just so fun. Like, simple character design, love it. Fall Guys, fun to draw. I haven't drawn a single Fall Guy. I kind of miss Fall Guys. I should play some more. Maybe I should get PlayStation Plus just so I can play Fall Guys. My sister would text me, because that was most of the reason I even had Fall Guys, was so I could play with her. She would just text me, like, do you want to go fall down? And I'm like, yeah. Let's go fall down. Oh, my wrist is cracking. Cracky. Crikey. I just like the psychology of color. And I feel like I can get really into that with the psychology of color, like with that video essay. Because if you think about, like, you know, just in like a cast of characters, a lot of characters will be color coded. Think about like the red character. What is the red character usually like? You could list a bunch of attributes, a bunch of qualities about the red character, and like the types of people that end up projecting on the red character. Red character is usually like the leader, the strong-headed one, the protagonist, or very hot-headed, or also very hot-headed, and asks first questions and asks questions later. That's red. What are some examples of red characters that are like that? Many. Red Power Ranger. Blossom from Powerpuff Girls. Red from Among Us. No. Gosh, who was Red in fucking Osamatsu? Wasn't that Osamatsu? I'm pretty sure he was Red. That fits Osamatsu. My character, my fursona, that's my fursona. My fursona's red. What are some other red characters? What's her face from Madoka? That's another one. Pink and orange. I mean, pink and orange kind of make not really, but close. What is Pac-Man. Red was Blinky. Red was the first one to go. Even with Pac-Man, you got him. Have you guys heard of the experiment with the placebo pills, the red and the blue pills? They did nothing. They were placebos. But they had this experiment where they got a bunch of people to take a red pill and a blue pill, and then like say afterwards what the effects were on them. Most of the people said that the red pill made them feel energized and ready to go, and it just gave them more energy, and said that the blue pill made them tired, except Italians. The blue one made them more energetic. And you know why? Because the major sports team in Italy, the colors are blue. I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna continue with this. What is your color? What is your cast color? Cased? Is that it? I believe that is it. Yes. Okay. Lena. Orange is an interesting color. It's like an impulsive color. It's why a lot of the times in like check lanes and stores will have a lot of orange items, orange and like yellow items, because it's a very, like, it'll make you impulsively buy things. That's what I've been told, at least. I don't know how true that is, but I feel like orange, that makes sense. Personally, I think that makes a whole lot of sense. Yellow. Grocery store trying to make you buy Cheetos, Doritos. What else is orange? Mentos. Lots of orange stuff in the check lanes. Yellow is a very bright and optimistic color. Makes you feel happy in your heart. My art teacher, who told me a lot about the psychology of color, was telling me that the gym at one of the schools she went to or worked at, I don't remember, was painted red. Like they decided to paint it red once, and she was like, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. You're gonna have to like change that. And they're like, no, why? And she's like, there's gonna be blood. There's gonna be fights. Turned out, yeah, she was right. Just because the gym was like painted red, like during like basketball matches and stuff, people got way more violent and angry, and there were a lot of fights that broke out, so they ended up changing the color of the gym and painted it back. Mangoes are deceptive, and so are carrots. They make you impulsive. Green is a very productive color. I think green and purple are very good like colors for productivity. Like people will suggest painting your office green or purple. I think mostly green, like sage green. The mango made you do that. The mango did that to you. The mango made you buy it. Mangoes are yellow, aren't they? Like inside they're yellow, aren't they? I've cut a mango before, I know this. Temporal vortex of mango. Mangoes are green and yellow and red on the outside. They're crazy. So many color. It's like an orangey yellow. It's like macaroni and cheese yellow. I love mango. That's one of my favorite fruits. My favorite fruit is pineapple, and I love it. I love pineapple. I love pineapple and peach, and then mango. I used to hate fruit, except pineapple and peach, and apple and banana. I wasn't super into fruit because tart things, for some reason, were too much for me. But now I just kind of got over it, and I'm like, oh, fruit good. Fruit sweet, good. Good and sweet. Yellow, big ol' hidden stone. I figured out the way to cut mangoes, which makes it easier, but it's still hell on earth. Oh, watermelon. Watermelon, agua fresca. We still have watermelon in the freezer. We should do that after the stream. It is a nice day for agua fresca. Oh, shit. Oh, man, now I'm excited. I think we also have frozen mango. Oh, God. Mango watermelon. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, we got... Ooh. Sparkling water. Refreshing summer drink. Oh man, that's gonna be the shit. That's gonna be the shit right there. I'm ready for that. I am ready for that. I know the correct way to cut a mango, but the fact that there's substantially less mango per fruit is heartbreaking. Yeah, it's really annoying. Like you gotta find, what is it? What is it called? There's like a technical term. It's like the cheek. You gotta find like the cheeks of the mango, and then you gotta cut it off that way because the pit is weird like that. Yeah, even the correct way is annoying. And you still like lose so much fruit, it feels like it sucks. Welcome to my stream. We talk about really interesting things like cutting mangoes. This is valuable knowledge. Oh, you need to make ice cream with it before it goes bad. Oh, I didn't get heavy cream. I should have got heavy cream. That would have been good. Oh, that's too bright. That's too much brighter. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yes. Oh, artichoke. Nice. Oh yeah, it's almost 4. Heck. Gonna eat artichoke. Wouldn't that be something if we could just share food with the chat? That'd be so fun. How fun would that be? Oh heck, that'd be so fun. I should do like cooking streams. I'm like no like professional cook by any means. I kind of just wildly just do whatever. But do love me. Do love me to cook. Yeah, artichokes are tasty. It just sucks. It's so hard to eat them. I do enjoy them a lot though. I just straight up eat the leaves. I get so frustrated to the point where I'm just like, I'm just eating this leaf. Good fiber. Good for you. I've also gotten to the point where I will just eat an entire apple. Oh, I will just do it. Not the seeds, that's bad for you. The rest of it, I'll eat it. Just take the seeds out, I'll eat it. I'll eat the core. That's the healthy part. Healthy. Eat apple in one bite. That's too much apple? No, I love apple. I love apple. So you know you can eat the skin on a watermelon? You can just eat it. It's fine. I think like you also shouldn't eat the stem of an apple. It's the stem and the seeds. Everything else I'm pretty sure is safe to eat. I also like eating the skin of a potato. Skin. Good. Am I strange? I think it's delicious. I'm taking this. It's mine now. Oh, I love potato skin. I love to eat skin. Please clip that, somebody. Please. Please. I want the world to know that I like to eat skin. Can you eat the... Hang on. Hang on. Can you eat peel of a banana? Peel of a banana makes up about 35% of the ripe fruit and is often discarded rather than consumed. In fact, banana peels are not only edible, but also rich in several key nutrients, including potassium, dietary fiber, polyunsaturated fats, and essential amino acid. Y'all gotta start eating your banana peels. Stop peeling your fruit, just eat it. Just eat it whole. Wait, I need to know something, because I don't really eat kiwis very often, but we got kiwis. Can you eat the skin of a kiwi? Yes, you can eat the skin of a kiwi. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Can you eat the skin of a mango? Mango skin is edible. I feel like I've been lied to about everything. I feel like everybody's lying to me. Fruit. I don't give a shit about texture. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't care. You're gonna have the weirdest texture ever. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat a whole banana. I will do it on stream. I saw a meme that was like, do you like your mashed potatoes circumcised or uncircumcised? No! No! Oh, that's bad. Oh god, I'm gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna start eating the skin of fruit that is edible. I'm gonna just start doing it. I have no fear. And I will report back to everybody. I will eat that mango skin. I will eat that banana peel. I feel like kiwis with the skin isn't too out of the ordinary. Kiwis with the skin. You can do that. Okay, what about... Can you eat the outside of a melon? Okay, watermelon, I know that. What about cantaloupe? Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe. Thick skins such as those found on melons are not intended to be eaten. Both salmonella and listeria bacteria can be present on the rind of a cantaloupe. Interesting. So don't eat the skin of a cantaloupe, the more you know. Also, hello Lee. Hello Lee, welcome. Stargazer Lee. Compost those peels? No, I'm going to eat them. I'm going to eat the banana peel. You can't stop me. We have a mango. I'm gonna eat it. Well, I'm gonna eat the kiwi first. I'm gonna eat that whole. I'm gonna experiment. We're gonna do this. This is for science. Oh, green bean. Green bean would be good. Green bean's always good. I don't think there's many things we have where we need green beans. I'd be down for some green bean. Damn, I just love vegetables. I love food. I love food of the earth. I used to not really like beets, but I love beets. They're good. If I do the banana peel, film yourself like taking a bite like you're Griffin McElroy. I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I feel about filming myself in general. Better yet, eating a banana. Or eating anything. That just feels strange. I might just report back to you. I know Wayne Radio TV started a bit like before he got like super popular where he would eat raw eggs on stream. He would just crack an egg into his mouth and I'm like, oh god, Wayne. Please respect yourself. Love yourself. I've never known somebody more committed to a bit than that man. What about an audio recording? I mean, maybe. That might be fun. Alright, now we got you. I like her. She's cute. Oh wait, her teeth are different. Oh, her teeth are different. Oh no. Oh. I'm gonna do it more like, yeah. I'm not really a fan of animating. I'm bad at animating. But that's just because I don't do it very often. Do you know that part in Girl Chan in Paradise It's like Girl Chan in Paradise Part 3 or something. Or 2, I don't remember. Where there's the Ken Star girl and she just goes, ha 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 ha, nya. And then they're just like, why the nya? 'Cause I'm a cat. I want to animate my persona to that. I'm gonna animate. Why the nya? 'Cause I'm a cat. That's one of my favorite lines from that whole series. Wow, she's so beautiful. You're only saying that because she looks just like a pretty girl. That would be why I said it. The timing in that whole series just kills me. If you haven't watched Girl Chan in Paradise, please enlighten yourself. Please? Please do. Please do. I love it. It's my favorite thing. That's okay, animation is suffering. Has an animation degree. Oh god. Oh god. I have a few friends who have animation degrees and they say the same thing. They're like, oh, yep. This is a tangent, but I watched a video about a game dev who had a terrible story about her experience as a game dev and the worst thing that ever happened to her as a game dev. And she cast somebody as a character in her game, and this person, she was great. Everybody loved her. Her acting was great. They scanned her into the game, and they had everything ready. And then one of the people from like she was working with pulled her to the side and was like, "We can't cast her as this character." And she was like, "Why not? We already scanned her into the game. We can't. There's nothing really we can do. It would be too expensive to cast somebody else." And he was like, because there's already an Asian character in the game and people would get confused who is who. And she was like, wow, what? There are so many white guys in this game, but you don't seem to think people will get confused about that. And, but it ended up being like too expensive to replace her anyway, so. That's crazy! That's crazy and racist. That's crazy and racist, and I can't believe that's a real thing. But it's funny, because she was saying, oh, you can tell, like, who's actually in game dev because half the people, or a lot of the people responding to this are just like, whoa, oh my god, I can't believe that would happen. And then the people that are actually, like, working for game companies are like, yep, sounds about right. And I'm like, god, I can't believe that's commonplace. Well, I can. The game dev business sounds like awful. So I'm sticking to indie games for now. For now. Yeah, that checks out. Oh yeah. God, that's awful. It's not just with game dev, it's with like Hollywood and shit too. I can't. Ugh. Okay. These eyes still look off to me. Okay, I think I know. I think the pupils made them a little bit more off. She looks like she's looking down. Okay, if I make this. That looks better. I think that looks better. But yeah, I've heard so many horror stories about like game dev. Not just in like developing the games, but working with other people. Awful, scary, terrifying. I've also just heard a lot of horror stories like just working in a creative industry in general. Like, God, I have so many horror stories just working with freaking paint and sip places. And you know, face paint. Creative industry. Or any place that hires artists. They're going to figure out how to exploit you. They're going to figure it out. They're gonna try to pay you with passion. You only work for a game studio for a short while and it was enough. Oh, I'm sure. I think it would be cool to work for a game studio for a bit. There was somebody that my art teacher taught that ended up working for Insomniac, and I thought that was pretty cool. Honestly, as a kid, that was like my dream, to work for Insomniac. They're doing pretty well for themselves, aren't they? They're making a new Ratchet and Clank game. I can't believe it. Ratchet and Clank. PS5. Ratchet and Clank has survived that long. They did the Spider-Man game, didn't they? And that Spider-Man game was great, I heard. I haven't played it, but it looked fun. Not the most recent one, the one for like PS4. Not the Miles Morales one. The other one that came out a few years ago. But man, all the freaking horror stories about Ubisoft, Ubi, I don't know. That's like the whole reason Beyond Good and Evil is not happening. Beyond Good and Evil 2, most of the reason. They're probably going to announce like 5 years from now again, oh yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and I'm gonna be like, ah! I'm the only one who cares. I'm the only one who wants this. And then I will make everybody in my chat want it too once I play it on stream. Because I love Beyond Good and Evil. I love that game. It has such a nice style. It's so fun. I like exploring and taking pictures of animals. It's like Pokemon Snap, but with aliens. On a tiny planet. With my hoverboat. Where I can fly. I love that game. I want to play it. I want to play it so bad for stream. It's such a fun game. It's got furries. It's got furries. One of the main characters is a pig man. And he says, "Sweet Jesus." I love him. You live in a lighthouse. There are bugs. There are giant bugs you fight, and they're cool. You fight with a stick. I'm really selling y'all on this game, I hope. When I was younger, I wanted to work for Disney, then I had professors that previously worked for Disney and changed my mind. Yeah, that's my alarm telling me to take a break. Hello, Capri, welcome. We've just been going. I also just wanted to work at the Disney parks, and I got to do that, so that's pretty cool. It wasn't exactly what I expected. I was very thankful for that job for a bit, and I'm still, like, pretty thankful, honestly. I'm glad I got to have that experience at least. But there was a lot in that job that, like, wasn't fun, but I don't regret having that job because it has helped a lot. I ended up meeting a lot of people who had degrees in art and told me do not get a degree in art because it is a waste of money, they told me. A waste of time and money because you will just end up at a job like this, making $8 an hour. And I was like, oh, good to know. And so that is why I have not gone to school for art. I would love to, honestly, to just learn. I would love to, if I had enough money. If I had the funds, I would do it. Or if it was free, then I would go in a heartbeat. Dang, Still at work, but I'm at a cafe now because my supervisor got bored. So hi, that's awesome. One time my supervisor at Target brought me to IHOP. And that was fun. That was really cool. That was really cool of him. He was a cool guy. Even my friend in game design complains that it's a huge waste of money. Yeah, I met a lot of people who went to school for game design, went to school for animation, went to school for... Like, I met a guy who did the 3D in The Avengers. Like, no joke. He did a few scenes where he layered everything to make it 3D for The Avengers, the original Avengers movie. And he was working with me in face paint at Disney. $8 an hour. That's crazy. Because what they ended up outsourcing all the people who did the 3D conversion to India instead because they paid them less. And that's awful. But yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get a job, honestly, in animation and stuff like that because most companies will just outsource anyway. So, there you go. Art school sounds like an oxymoron, like, here, come get a degree in one of the most subjective fields. Yeah. Yeah. I really would love to go to art school just so I could, like, have that experience of being surrounded by, like, art people to, like, bounce ideas off of. And, like, just to make friends and stuff that are also into art. Because I never had that, like, art school experience. I just feel like that would be really fun. My roommate originally wanted to work in CGI out in Vancouver, but she ended up hating it so much by the end of her degree. She's now getting her master's in library sciences instead. That's cool. Also, hello, Rainbow. Welcome. But yeah, I feel like if you can afford it and, like, you have the opportunity, absolutely go to art school. Absolutely go to art school. But if you think that is the only way to get a job in art, I can assure you it is not. It is not. I have no college experience whatsoever, and I am, like, granted, I am very lucky and privileged to be able to live off of my art. And it took a while. It really did take a while to build up a brand to be able to do this. And it's very hard, and you have to be very lucky to strike gold and be able to do this. But where was I getting with this? I am just trying to say sometimes an art degree won't help you. But if you have the opportunity and you can do it, go for it. There's nothing to lose except money. But I'm just talking myself in circles here at this point. I'm just stretching my wrist and talking. Wouldn't be fun for me personally. Nothing kills my interest in a subject like being graded on it. That's fair. I do miss, like, art class in high school. I had a very good art teacher though. And nothing ruins your interest in art more than, like, an art teacher that isn't good. And I've heard horror stories about art teachers that aren't good. I've had a few bad art teachers, mostly in, like, elementary school, that tell you, like, the right way to do things. Art is pretty subjective, though. Oh! Involuntary noise. Burp. Nasty! Anyway. Collage. Art. Really, with, like, social media and the internet being the way it is, it can be a lot, like, more beneficial to you to just get yourself out there on the field and getting experience rather than, like, going to school. Because you get that experience, like, right off the bat. Freaking, Cartoon Network ended up hiring Rebecca Sugar because they found her, like, fan art of Ed, Edd and Eddy on her live journal. And it was like not safe for work fan art, and they hired her. Cartoon Network, man. Can't believe it. I don't think it was even that. I had a great music teacher, but as soon as I was doing it for class, it just felt very by the numbers. I can understand that, yeah. It's like, for a lot of people, if you turn something into a job, it becomes not fun anymore. The thing about, like, art, though, is, it's such a wide span of stuff that... Also, I think this is gonna be the last Pomodoro I do for this stream, so we have like 20 minutes. I love this song. Like, as somebody whose first job was working at face paint is very different than like what I do like in my spare time for art, like doing digital art, sketching in sketchbooks and stuff. So I was able to separate, you know, my work art from my recreational art. And I'm still able to do that because right now I'm doing work art and I'm in work mode and I am treating this like a job. I'm not treating this like a personal project, you know? But I'm still able to like do my own personal art that I do in my free time, or if I need to vent or what have you, I can still do that when I want. And you can still have fun. You can still have fun with your work art. Like, I'm having fun. Are you guys having fun? I had a teacher in high school who actually used my work as an example of what not to do. What an asshole. What an asshole. Art courses in school make me feel like, well, I'm not doing it for me, and I'm not doing it to produce an end product, so what am I doing it for? I feel like art class, for me at least, helps me like be able to treat art like a job, and it got me in that mindset of like, here's a prompt, and here's what you need to, like, skills you need to show through this prompt and through this project. And I just ended up learning a lot through that. I just realized I forgot to do the lines for the sifuku. I don't remember how to say it. To clarify, I never thought I was a terrible artist. I just never wanted to chance having that teacher again. Yeah, that's awful. But a teacher like that would like ruin the experience for you. My stepmom is an artist. She worked for Ink and Paint at Disney, which is like they did like cells, sometimes for the animation studio when it was still open. She did like at least one cell in Brother Bear, and that was pretty cool. But oh god, what was I getting at? She had a teacher that hated her, an art teacher that hated her, and that would constantly like tell her like, you're doing this wrong. And that just breaks my heart. I'm glad she's still like an artist, and that didn't discourage her from being an artist. But god, that really sucks. I can't say my feelings on school apply to everyone, like this isn't advice. It has value, but I think it just doesn't click for my brain per se. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm very lucky to have had like a good teacher and a good experience with my art class. I had so many like strange fellow students in my art class. I think of them often. I was never an art class kid. I was a theater kid, but boy am I glad I didn't try to pursue acting as a career. I love it as a hobby, but that's such an unreliable work environment. You are so right, and you should say it. I really enjoyed theater, mostly because of the invaluable skills I learned, not about acting, not about acting, about like set design. Because I learned how to build stuff, and that has like come in handy a lot in my life, and I'm really thankful that I was in theater at all, just because of that. I know how to use a power drill, I know how to use a power saw, I know how to use a light board, a soundboard. That's more theater related, but it's still invaluable. Valuable, rather. Good knowledge to have. Is good knowledge. Got 2 bronze bloods. What? I don't know anything about this. I'm just talking. I think it also ties to my attitude in that I'm not particularly interested in improving my skills. I just want to make things. Hopefully I improve along the way, but it's more a side thing. I get ya. Really wish I'd known that I'd love being backstage, or that being a librarian wouldn't be an obscure job to find. Instead I got a degree in graphic design that I don't use and I can't find a job for near me. Oh, I know graphic design, as far as like art jobs go, is like the easiest art job to find, but it's still hard to find because most people, when it comes to like graphic design, will ask their kid who's good at drawing, hey, you want to design something for me? And it's annoying. It's annoying and dumb. Tried to pivot to doing graphic design instead of illustration in the way that I used to. It's still hard for me to get a job with it, but I don't feel as personally crushed as I used to. It's fair. Ooh, you got hired as a closed captioner. That's really cool. Yeah, my ability to use a sound and light board has not quite come in handy yet in life, but I feel like it will. I'm really glad I took photography, because that has helped me a lot. Also, interestingly enough, a skill that has helped me like with recording, like helping Case record music videos and stuff. Photography has helped. Comics has helped. Working on comics for several years of my life has helped, because I know stuff about like the 180 rule, where if 2 characters are having a conversation, you don't want to break that 180 wall, that imaginary wall, or else it's disorienting. So, I know about that. I know about storyboarding. And that actually helps with like filming. So it's really cool. It's neat when you can apply things that you learned in life to things later in life. That's just how life works. In my experience, try working for nonprofits. At least in my area, I've been told time and time again that nonprofits are almost always looking for graphic designers and illustrators. Interesting. I wonder if Dreamer Zeal is still in here. They would recognize this music. I know the music's pretty quiet, but I like it being quiet, because I like to talk. Like having that quiet music in the distance. Oh, I got a message. Oh, yes. friend is a librarian. They have like a degree in history. And I think that helped. It definitely helps to have a degree in history. Or just a degree in general, honestly. Yes. Who? Oh, excuse me. No. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Why do Americans have more degrees than other countries? Oh no. Because they use Fahrenheit. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. Free dad joke. Free dad joke. Pay up, everyone. Just kidding. It's free. Time to drown chat. Uh-oh. Everybody drink water. I do have my water. Drinking. It's like a balloon fight. You know, just throw a giant water balloon at me. Mass water. Oh, you got like 3.2? Were you there, Capri, when like 3 people in a row made me do 20 jumping jacks, so I had to do 60? That was in the middle of the Silent Hill stream. That was in the middle of the Silent Hill 3 stream. Cal did it, and then like 2 other people did it. I forget who. It was Himble and somebody else. I think it was Minmo. Yeah. And then I said, now you all have to do it too, and they did. Except Himble. Except the people that were unable to do it. It was beautiful. It was beautiful, and it was a time, and I wonder if that makes people not want to do it as much. But if you do it, Wumpai. She's right behind me. She's right behind me. You want a treat? Did you hear her? You want a treat? Do you hear her? She's so soft. You want a treat? She's just sitting in her spot. She will not... She's just loafing on the bed and she won't move. How are you? You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? She said hi. She's just sitting right behind me. I'll give her a treat later. I love her. I love that cat. She's beeping. Sometimes when she like first wakes up, she will do this like really high-pitched squeak. There was a Patreon video I did recently where she was doing it. Like I got home and she's like, and I'm like, what is that? Like what noise are you making with your body? You strange cat. Oh, thank you, Nightbot, for reminding me the Silent Hill 3 VOD is up on my Spoony Plays channel, which now has a custom URL because we reached 100 subscribers. Round of applause. Anyway. If you want to follow me over on Spoony Plays, I have been pretty consistently posting compilations of me not getting afraid of a scary game, meaning there will be a scare and I will just go, oh, that's fine. I've just been doing short compilations like that. The next game I'm gonna do is Lone Survivor. Now she's yelling at me because I'm not giving her a treat. You gotta finish the Silent Hill ones. Especially 2. 2 is really good. Is food? Okay. Nice. I'm excited. I will be done in like 5 minutes. Yeah. See, what I do mostly when I'm working is I don't usually listen to music. I just have a stream VOD on in the background, or a stream if somebody's streaming. And it feels nice. I like it. I like just listening to people as I work on stuff. I think this character design is my favorite. The last one. This last one. I really love this design. Purple and neon green-ish. Very, very good. You could call this 90s Taco Bell, couldn't you? Very 90s Taco Bell color. Oh wait, arm warmers? Should I put the arm warmers on her? What? I'm gonna ask. Hang on. Oh, I put a slash in there in the accident. Whoops. Guess I'll figure it out in a bit, but I can still start coloring. 90s Taco Bell. Alright, cool. Arm warmers are a go. I couldn't remember. Alright. Arm warmers. Capri, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it, but my character in Destiny right now, it has a shader that's 90s Taco Bell looking, and I love it with my heart. I love it. All my heart. Ooh. Just want 90s Taco Bell. shader for everything. Did they add more shaders? I think they add more shaders per season, don't they? And they just recently had a new season. Season 14. I just got into it, so I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure the shader I got was specific to this season because there's a lot of like vaporwave style stuff. I have a banner that's very vaporwave that I got from a quest for this season. And it's very good. I love the vaporwave aesthetic, and I have chosen that as my aesthetic for my guardian, and I love her. Oh yeah, D2 has so many shaders. So many shaders. And also you can apply them to individual sets of armor. You don't just apply it to the entire piece of armor like you do in D1. See, I'm not super into first-person shooters. The only like game that I got into that was somewhat vaguely shooter was Resident Evil 4, and like the other Resident Evil games, which aren't really shooters at all. And Uncharted, which also really doesn't count as a shooter game. But like once I finally like got into Destiny 2, and I started to get it, it's just very fun. It's just pure fun. It's just very it's a game. Oh wait, she's not really smiling that much. Oh. I think I originally thought that D1 would have more roguelike vibes, growing up the ranks and completing missions, but it's more raid-centric. D2 is like layers of difficult activities. Yeah, I don't do raids, and I don't do a lot of things because it's not available to me because I have to have PlayStation Plus and also buy like the other things. Like Shadow Keep, or is that Final Fantasy 14? I don't know. That's Shadowbringers or something. And Beyond Light. I tried to do a dungeon, but I think they it's weird. It was the Prophecy dungeon. It was that. Oh, that's time. That's time. I'm almost done. I don't know if I'll finish. I might finish. I still want to try and finish my queue today, but nearly there. Shadowkeep is D2. Okay. At least in D1. Now, D2, as far as I know, is like... Oh man, I look so angry. I'm not. D2, as far as I know, is completely different from D1. Yeah. It's just fun. Like, I just like running around and opening up chests and doing bounties every day. just to grind for like certain items that I want. And that's just fun to me. Like to have a daily thing to do. Anyway, thank you all for coming to my stream. Is there anybody I should raid? Is there anybody I can raid? Who's on right now? Who's on? Who do we want to see? Who do we want to see? I'm gonna get DMCA'd for all this Portal music. I should just delete all the Portal music because it keeps getting caught. It's very upsetting. Hello, Twitch, are you gonna work? Do not play whatever is on the front page. Oh, it's freezing. Oh, it's freezing. Don't. Okay, yeah, no, nobody I know is on. Alright, well, in any case. Is it cycling through the patrons? Is it working? It is. Okay, cool. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for everybody coming. Aw, oh, man, we gotta leave when the Bust a Groove song is playing? Hang on. I'm gonna blast you. I'm gonna blast this. Oh. Still not that loud, but you know. No! No! Hollow Fate. Oh, it's fine. I've been streaming like 4 hours. It's fine. I was drawing home stuck. I was due for a commission. But we've just been chilling. Anyway. You have a good day too. Everybody here have a good day. The music is drowning me out probably, but everybody have a good day. I will see you Saturday. I will figure out what I'm doing because I'm probably going to be done with commissions. So we can do something fun. Let's figure out something fun to do. What should I do next time? What should I do next time? Maybe a rhythm stream, maybe a memory to draw from memory. I don't know. We'll figure